with them anyway.
No, you're fine. I was in to sit on the floor, but...
Please remain standing as I invite Sasha Pace to lead us in singing America the Beautiful.
Country loves and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness and every gain divine.
Please be seated. Thank you so much. Sasha, as always, we're going to miss that beautiful voice. I would like to welcome this evening members of the Board of Trustees. Our chairman is here, Mr. Craig Novak, up on the dais. Parents, guardians, esteemed guests, members of the faculty, the administration, students, and most of all, obviously, our special guests, the 2023 graduating class of the Knox School. I need to recognize a few people as we get started. First, I would like to introduce our valedictorian, Declan Morrell-Smith. Please stand, Declan. Georgetown University as a pre-med student, so exciting. He's also the senior class president. And Damian will study sport management at Seton Hall University. I would now like to recognize Zainab Wahid, our student council president. And I want to thank you for being the glue that has held this community together this past year. And Z will be attending the George Washington University. We're very excited for her. Your Knox family is very proud of all of you, the entire senior class and its leaders, and we look forward to seeing everything that you will accomplish in the future. I would also like to acknowledge my administrative team. I think it's important because, you see us running around in the day-to-day, but sometimes we don't know that we're a big group that keeps this place running together. So first, Dean of Academics, Mrs. Donna Perbola. Director of Athletics and Dean of Students, Mr. Mike Ryan. Our Director of Marketing and Communications, Dr. Karen Snare Bush. Our Controller, Mrs. Denise Garing. Director of Student Care and Compliance and Facilities, Barbara Maserlian. She did a great job today, Barbara. It looks beautiful. Thank you so much. Our Director of Technology, Al Giuliano, and our Assistant Tech Director, Mr. Angelo Moro. They're in the tent, providing our Director of Enrollment Management, Mrs. Cindy Simkus, who's over there. Thank you so much. And our Senior Associate Director of Admissions, Mr. Joshua Pelkey. Every person on the team that I just introduced to you has been at Knox for, except for two of them, have been at Knox for 5 years or more, most of us more than 10 years. And these people know and love Knox and work tirelessly every day alongside me as my partners to make it a better place every year for the students and staff who come next. So I just thank all of you for everything you've done to support me this year and for helping me to grow into a better leader every day. And our chairman of the board, I want to give a special thanks, very heartfelt, you just said, oh, please don't. Heartfelt thanks to Mr. Craig Novak. He's been a source of invaluable support to me. You guys see him a lot with me all the time in my office. He's a trusted partner, he's an unselfish volunteer, and he's been there for me at every hardship, but he's also been there to remind me to celebrate every success. And we make a great team, and I could not imagine being on this journey without him, so thank you. Please, thank you for volunteering your time. It's, it's sort of thankless, and it does take a lot of time, and it's real volunteer work. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your willingness to always share advice and words of support. Couldn't go on without recognizing every other staff member who works to keep our school functioning daily, and these are people that the kids all know and love, from our groomsmen at the barn, to our kitchen staff, to our maintenance crew. Without you guys, we would not be able to operate as a school. You're amazing. We appreciate you so much. And I just can't thank them enough for what they do. It's a huge campus, small staff of people, and they keep it running and beautiful every day. And a really special shout out to the Nisququag Village Village Fire Department. They're over there volunteering their time today to help out and keep us safe. My biggest debt of gratitude today, though, goes to the people who are in the trenches, who are with the kids every single day, our teachers, our dormitory staff, our nursing staff. These are the groups of people who probably have the greatest influence on our student body and impact on the students in general. They work hard every day to keep them well educated, to keep them happy and healthy. And we appreciate all of you more than you know, and I am quite sure our students do as well. So students, please give a big round of applause. So my remarks are actually going to be pretty brief. I'm really happy to be here to recognize the years of hard work and determination that you guys have all put in your time here at Knox to get yourselves to where you are today. As everybody's going to hear in just a few minutes, these fine young people seated before you up there are headed to some of the best and most competitive colleges and universities in the nation and even in the world. We actually have, I think, at least 2 students who will be abroad for their college years. And today, all of us, the Knox Board of Trustees, the administration, faculty, and staff, share in your pride and happiness, families, on this momentous occasion in all of your lives. So every year when it's time to write the speech, the same thing tends to happen to me, and a lot of people know this about me, and when I'm speaking, I get an amazing brainstorm in the middle of the night. Wake up in the morning, scratch my head, forgot it. So then I say, oh, I got all these words of wisdom to share, and it's gonna be great. And then I say to myself, no one wants to hear more preaching or take yet one more piece of advice from another Knox adult on their high school graduation day. Am I right? Don't be shy, I'm right. So, I then thought to myself, since this day is about you, our graduates, why don't I just share what I have learned over the years about this amazing group of young people seated before us, some of whom I've known since grade 7, as you all know. So I have learned that the graduates of the class of 2023 have a great appreciation for diversity and community. Our gym night tradition is a great example of what happens when people from more than 20 different countries come together outside of the classroom and they work as 2 giant sort of masses of color, a mass of red and a mass of white, to see who will be victorious by the end of an evening that's filled with antics and fun. Seniors, as you move on from Knox, find your next community. Value it, contribute to it, and when your time at your next destination is finished, leave that community better than it was when you arrived, just as you have done here at Knox. I've learned that these Knox seniors value tradition, something that can be lost as quickly as it's handed down. When our December tradition of seniors sing had to be canceled for reasons beyond our control, and any other group of students would have just accepted that. It would have been the status quo. Oh well, it's canceled. Not the Knox seniors. Nope, not the Knox seniors. Their biggest concern leaving for winter break was rescheduling senior sing when we returned. And we were like, oh, we can't reschedule. It's January. It's supposed to be December, but we did it. We rescheduled it, and it was just as amazing as we expected. These seniors were determined they were not going to leave and graduate unless they participated in senior sing. Seniors continue to treasure and honor tradition. It is the compass for all of our human relationships and personal interactions, and it gives us purpose and permanence in a world where so much is unknown and unpredictable. I've also learned that this graduating class cares deeply about others. Both on their own initiative and through our service learning program, they've completed hundreds of hours of service to humanity on the local, regional, and even global levels, as the service cords that many of them are proudly wearing indicate. They care deeply about each other as peers in a school community. And they demonstrate this in so many ways, whether it's being a big brother or a big sister to one of our adorable middle schoolers, hosting an athletic event for mental health awareness, or simply doing what's necessary on a regular basis to maintain the accepting and tolerant community that Knox is. I've learned a deeper level of love from the class of 2023. And seniors, I hope that all the love you have given to our Knox community comes back to you tenfold. And finally, I've learned that it is key to the members of this senior class to find and embrace their own identities. Whether it's through the expression of self that our students share through their amazing photography, drawing, painting, 3D mixed media, ceramics, whether it's via musical theater, performances that happen on the stage of Bancroft Finney Hall, or even an impromptu performance from All That Jazz on the senior prom dance floor. Whether it's in the Knox School riding ring or on the international riding circuit in Wellington, Florida. Whether it's on the soccer field, the basketball court, the STEM lab, the rock band club. Our seniors have learned over the years to embrace who they are and love themselves for the people that they have the potential to become. So the world outside the gates, as we all know, gates of Knox, is complicated, it's messy, it's untidy, but it's beautiful. Seniors, you've experienced diversity at Knox. You have felt the power of community and the value of traditions. You've learned to care fiercely and take the risks necessary to find yourself and determine your why in a world that is filled with why nots. So, to the class of 2023, hold on to these things as you graduate, share them with others who cross your future paths, and go confidently toward the direction of your dreams, wherever they may lead. Semper ad lucem. I would now like to invite Declan Morrell-Smith, class valedictorian with an overall GPA of 99.17, to come up and address the school.
Good evening, everyone, parents, students, faculty, and thank you all for coming to this monumental moment in not only my life, but the lives of all the seniors before you. I would like to start this speech off with my senior quote by my favorite author, Stephen King. If fear cannot be articulated, it cannot be conquered. While this quote was used in a situation much different than a high school graduation, and more likely about the terrifying sci-fi creations that live in the mind of Stephen King, the quote is more than applicable. During nearly our entire high school career, we were faced with one of the greatest unknowns in modern history, COVID-19. At the end of our freshman year, spring of 2020, I think I could speak for the entirety of the senior class when I say it was an exhilarating feeling to get 2 weeks off of school. However, when I had to leave my spring break trip early to ensure I didn't get shut out of the country, and many of our boarding student friends frantically flew home, I realized there was far more to this than extended break. Through the quarantines, mandates, border closures, and all the other unexpected aspects of the pandemic, the biggest fear could not be articulated, the unknown. After months had gone by, the world realized something, and so did I. The only way that we would be able to get through COVID is by facing it head on, understanding the challenges we face, and moving forward through adversity. With this realization, I knew my role. As a student, I had to put my best foot forward to adapt to online learning, maintaining my grades and ensuring I didn't miss notes that would be vital to my learning. The only way was forward, and this meant all aspects of life. More importantly, I was able to conquer my own fears and take control of my life. One of the more important things I learned was the beauty and importance of family. Through all the uncertainty, I was able to find a glimmer of hope and reassurance in my family. Mom, Mommy, thank you. As I stand here, valedictorian, hoping I've been able to make you proud, I want to say thank you for everything. For the opportunities you've given me, for being my rocks, for pushing me beyond my limits, and for teaching me to be myself. Without all you've done for me, I wouldn't be able to stand up here today and feel a sense of accomplishment and pride. So thank you. Today, we have finally understood our fear of the unknown, at least in the present. We are reaching the final chapter of the pandemic that blindsided us and threw both our educations and lives off course. We have made the transition from paper and pen to computer and back again. And here we stand on the brink of a world of exponential technological advancements, a world of action, and a world of change. As of tomorrow, we enter this world. It is our time to be the heroes in the world, making the changes we want to see. Today is a monumental day for me and the seniors who see before us. After all we have been through, the ups and downs, highs and lows, we have reached the climax of our high school story. The path ahead is scary, and there is no doubt that the trail is foggy. However, the fog does not mean darkness. Be the wind that pushes the fog away. Articulate the fear in front of you and conquer it, just as we have our whole lives. Congratulations to our seniors, their families, and I thank you all for coming. Remember to keep pushing forward, even through the fog. Thank you.